Hey guys, it is me again. Today is Thursday the 27th. Makes it day 271 on our Daily Bread Project 2012. Guys, I have to make this quick. I'm a little late, but I mean not real bad late. I mean I've been later. The big reason I have to make it quick is number one, as you can probably tell, it's brighter in here. I actually put my lights in. I actually fixed my burned out bulbs, put new bulbs in. So between that and having this bright white shirt on, I know it's going to make the file size go up. So I do have to try to make this as short as I can. So having said that, guys, as always, it's good to be here tonight. I hope you all are doing good. Guys, I know I've not got to answer the comments the last few days like I said I would. I've been so just hammered the evenings. I mean, literally, I've not got to watch any YouTube. This evening, I went and worked out, got home, had some stuff out in the garage I had to do. By the time I got all that done, my buddy called wanting to play the new Formula One 2012, the 360 game. We played it online. So I've just not had time, guys. Maybe tomorrow evening, maybe everything will be chilled out and I will get to do that. So anyway, guys, let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything new. Not really, I don't think. Oh, I did go up on my bench press some more tonight. We done the 220-pound bench workout, and it ends when you get down. It always ends. You have to do one rep, and it always ends 20 pounds under whatever the workout is. Since it's a 220 workout, you end doing 200 pounds one time. Then after you do that, you go back to like 160, 170. It's 40 or 50 pounds less usually. And you do that like 4 or 5 times. Anyway, we got down to the one rep. I had to do 183. I remembered it tonight. I was going to tell you all. On the 220, when it starts out, you have to do 150 pounds 8 times, 8 reps. Then you do 166 times. Then you do 170 4 times. Then you do 183 times. And the 3 one is really usually the tough one, because you're actually starting to get into a little bit of weight. And it don't matter how heavy you're doing. Usually the 3 rep one, that's what my buddies were talking about. The 3 rep one is the hard one. So I had to do 180 for 3. Then I had to do 190 twice. And then, like I said, it ends up 200 for once. So anyway, we got down to the 200. And my buddy said, you know what? He said, there's no use in doing that 200. He said, you're going to get the strain out of it anyway. That's what you're doing it for, is to, to stress your muscles. He said, let's put 205 on there. He said that 5 pounds is not going to make much of a difference, but at least you'll be going up on your max, the most you've ever did. So anyway, we put 205 on there, and I done it. I strained just a little, but I think my form was a little wrong. I tend to lift my left foot off the floor when I bench, and you're supposed to keep your feet planted good and kind of arch your back. I mean, it kind of helps you a little bit. I don't necessarily think I'd be cheating. That's the way most people do it. But anyway, my left foot tried to come up a little bit. So anyway, I got that, and he said, oh, let's put 210 on there. You can do it. And I had my doubts, guys, I really did. But we put 210 on there, and I made sure to keep my feet on the ground, kept my feet on the ground. And I actually did the 210, I think, easier than I did the 205. So anyway, guys, that puts me up to 210 max. I know that's still not a whole lot of weight. I mean, compared to these guys that are actually kind of strong. Both my buddies up there are benching 330 and 340 plus, and they're no bigger than I am. But they've been working out for 2, 3, 4 years, so at least. So I'll get there someday. But I just kind of wanted to say that. This little milestone. My buddy said, he said, you've got over that mental block now. He said, that's the important part. That 200 pounds was kind of a mental block for you. He said, now that you're over it, he said, the next goal you need to set is 230. Try to get 230. So anyway, guys, that's what I'm going to do. Don't want to talk about that too much tonight, but you know, it makes me feel good, you know, that I'm getting stronger. So, you know, hope I'm not boring you guys or running you guys away with it. Let's see, what else? I'm trying to think, guys. Not really much else going on, and that's the truth. Again, like I told you guys, this week's just been slow at work. This week always is slow for us. Like I said, this festival week, I always hate it. I said it's a shame that, you know, something fun like, you know, the festival coming in, the food booths and the carnival and all that, you know, that I have to associate bad business and being broke and everything with it so much that I hate it. So, but you know what? I know the Lord will get us through it either way. And that's another thing, getting into that. I just want to ask you guys to, as usual, keep praying, guys. Pray tomorrow that something big will come in, some kind of good job or something. You know, the Lord will move mountains like we've seen Him do before. You know, so keep praying, guys. I don't know yet about this deal. I told y'all the other night about the sales tax or the property tax deal, the people buying it. We're letting our lawyers look at it right now, so I don't know. Um, just keep praying for that too, guys. Just really keep praying for that. You know, that's a lot of money. You know, I don't know really how I'm going to do it if we end up having to pay it all at one time, but I know the Lord will provide. So you guys just keep praying for that. So anyway, guys, let's get started to the important part tonight, or get started with the important part. Well, I guess we've already started with other stuff, but we're going to go on to the important part. So anyway, guys, Hebrews chapter 7, verse 23. I'll get my stuff straight in a minute. Here we go. The former priests were many in number, because they were prevented by death from continuing in office. But he holds his priesthood permanently because he continues forever. Who's just talking about this? Talking about the Lord. Consequently, he is able to save to the uttermost those who draw near to God through him, since he always lives to make intercession for them. For it was indeed fitting that we should have such a high priest, holy and innocent, unstained, separated from sinners, and exalted above the heavens. He has no need, like those high priests, to offer sacrifices daily, first for his own sins and then for those of the people, since he did this once for all when he offered up himself. For the law appoints men in their weakness as high priest, but the word of the oath, which came later than the law, appoints a son who has been made perfect forever. You know, guys, that reminds me, that verse right there reminds me of the same deal with pastors and preachers. You know, I think the Lord does draw you to do that. You know, I think the Lord draws, and he wills for you to do it, and you know, you're chosen, you know, by God to do it. And I thank the Lord that He chose me to do it. You know, but still, we're just men appointed. You know, and sometimes I think people forget that. I think sometimes pastors and preachers forget that. They tend to think like they're above everybody else, and they're not. And I try to remind everybody of that. And on the other hand, I think sometimes, you know, even though we are to, you know, live our lives, of course, to the highest regard that we can, you know, that and God does, um, you know, God does hold us accountable for what we do. Of course, we know that. But guys, pastors, preachers, you know, we're still human. And I mean, that's the thing about it. We're still going to mess up. We're still going to make mistakes. Sometimes I think, now I'm not excusing anything, guys, but I'm saying sometimes people tend to, when a pastor or preacher makes a mistake, that's the same mistake as anybody else would make. Anybody else would make it, and they tend to blow it off. But a pastor or preacher makes it, you know, and you know, they can't forgive him for it. You know, they hold it against him. Uh, you know, and I mean, that's the thing about it. Jesus is the only high priest that was perfect and sinless and spotless, and you know, the rest of us, we're just men trying to follow him. So anyway, guys, let's go on into chapter 8, verse 1. We'll read a couple verses here. It says, now the point in what we are saying is this. We have such a high priest, one who is seated at the right hand of the throne of the majesty in heaven, a minister in the holy places, in the true tent that the Lord set up, not man. So again, guys, talking about this is straight from the Lord. This is His ways. This is not man's doing. So anyway, guys, that's where we're going to stop. We'll start tomorrow night in verse 3. Guys, as always, I thank you all for being here. I really do. I appreciate you all for everything you've done. Like I said, guys, just keep praying for us. You know, like I said, it just kind of bothers me that, you know, like right now, like I said, that we get that letter the other day, and, you know, here we're going to try to come up with all that money. And, you know, it seems like that stuff always hits you right now, right in the fall, right in the winter, right when business is down. You know, and with all the layoffs and everything around here, I really don't think that's going to affect us that much because we've never really done that much coal miner work anyway. I don't think it's going to hurt us that bad, you know, but it's probably going to hurt everybody a little bit, you know. So, you know, like I said, guys, we need to pray for these people's souls too. Like I said, these people that do that go out and buy people's property taxes for a living, do it. You know, I mean, that's nothing but taking advantage. Like I said, you know, even if they even before mine got bought, I've hollered this the whole time. That's, you know, that's evil. I mean, that's doing nothing but you're either going to make a big bunch of money off of a poor person, that most of them that couldn't pay their tax anyway, or if they don't pay you, you're going to get their property for nothing. So I mean, and it's straight from the pits of hell, guys. But you know, that's the way this world is run. So just pray for us, guys. I know the Lord's going to help us prevail. Keep praying for all of us, the whole country, the nation of Israel. Like I said, keep praying for my business and church, and I would appreciate it, guys. If you all ever need anything, don't hesitate to email me, message me, call me. You know, like I said, if you ever need any of you need my phone number, message me on YouTube. I'll give it to you. You know, whatever you need, guys, I'm there for you. So anyway, guys, I love you all. Thanks for being here. Good Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow night. Until I see you all again, good night, and God bless.